Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 45th Annual North America's Premier Farm Show, the Sunbelt Ag Expo. If y'all will gather around, we'll get the opening ceremony started. We're having to juggle the schedule just a little bit, but we're going to make it work. It's good to see everybody again this year. Y'all loving this cool weather as much as I am? No gnats is what I like about it. Thanks to all our exhibitors, farmers, attendees for being here to support us this week. There's lots to see and do. Demos will be humming in the fields, in the livestock section, Georgia grown section, Flint River Fresh Garden, and throughout the grounds. Our exhibitors have put together an outstanding display of the latest in ag technology. Special group we'd like to welcome here today at our opening ceremony is our 2023 class of the Sunbelt Ag Expo Southeastern Farmer of the Year. Y'all stand up, let's give them a round of applause and all the other former winners. Y'all stand up, all the former farmers of the year and this year's class of farmers of the year. Thanks to R.W. Griffin for being our gracious host this morning. Fellas in the back, y'all raise your hands back there. We appreciate y'all and the way y'all support us. R.W. Griffin has allowed us to have these kind of activities in their building here this year and in years past and in the future. And we really appreciate them. And more importantly, they're the official fertilizer sponsor of the Sunbelt Ag Expo. Let's give them a round of applause. Each year we do a feature story on one of our Expo team members. And this year is really special to me and near to my heart that we recognize a gentleman that started here in March of 1998. I started in August of 97. We've pretty much grown up out here together. We've laughed, we've cried, we've pushed, we've pulled, we've dug, we've pushed, you name it. This fella's done it. He's forgotten more about this facility than most people know. If you ever need to know where a water line is, he's the man that'll find it. When we were out here on Christmas Eve, when we had that big freeze last year, and 20 degrees was a big freeze for South Georgia, it was me and Collie out here battening down the hatches and draining all the lines. Collie Mendoza, would you and Maria make your way up? And I have a special presentation to make to you of your feature story. You can bring him on up here, Cody. Y'all all come on up. Cody Mitchell's our farm manager. And I'd like to ask Collie Mendoza and Maria, his wife, to come up to the stage. We affectionately call Collie the glue that holds us all together. He's the man, he's our go-to when something needs fixing, needs doing. He's probably done it before we ever asked for it to be done. And it's an honor for me today to present this framed piece to Collie Mendoza.
Thank you to all the Expo staff and Chief and Courtney, and I've been blessed having with the Expo people. Okay, thank you.
The blessings have been all ours, guys. Thank you. What they're really worried about is we started together 25 years ago. They're scared we're going to retire together, so they'll worry about that later, Robert. And in your show program is the feature story on Collie, and it's an awesome story. I'd encourage you to read it. Now it's my distinct pleasure to welcome to the podium a true champion of Georgia agriculture and agriculture across the Southeast and the nation and the world, our Georgia Commissioner of Agriculture, Mr. Tyler Harper.
good morning. It's great to be in Moultrie. For those of you not from Georgia, welcome to the great state of Georgia. We're glad to have you in our home state. And as I said last night, a state where agriculture is king. It's our #1 industry. It's the backbone of our economy. It's what we do well in the great state of Georgia. And it is an honor to serve as the 17th Commissioner of Agriculture for our great state, and representing our state's #1 industry, representing farmers and producers and consumers all across our state every single day, and working to promote our industry, working to promote the food, fiber, and shelter industry that we do so well right here, not only in Georgia, but across the Southeast and across these United States. I know we spent a lot of time together last night with our Farmer of the Year winners from all of our states, and I can tell you, hopefully at some point, some of you might get to see the video of their operations and what it looks like to have the best in agriculture here with us this week, and the remarkable families that they have. And many of you represent those families from all across the Southeast, and what our families mean and our farm families mean to this industry, and what rural America and rural Georgia mean to the economies and to the success of our country, to the success of our state. And for that, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for what you do every single day in allowing our industry to be successful. You know, I started coming to the Expo as a young child. I walked these grounds as a young boy, looking at the new innovations in agriculture and what it means to be involved in this industry. And I never knew as a young boy that I would be standing on this podium today as the Commissioner of Agriculture for our state. But it's those opportunities that investing in young men and women and investing in that next generation, whether it's in new technology or it's in people, when we do that, we allow our industry to continue to survive, we allow it to thrive, and we allow it to remain resilient. And I just want to continue to encourage all of us to do that every single day. Continue that investment in new innovations and new technologies, but let's not forget that investment in young men and women, because you never know where those folks may end up. You never know where those interactions may lead, and you never know where those opportunities might send them someday. So it's awesome to be here. It's awesome to welcome you to the great state of Georgia. It's an awesome opportunity for me to have so many friends from across the Southeast in the great state of Georgia as we kick off the 45th version of the Sunbelt Expo. And today is a pretty exciting day. We're going to have a lot of fun things happening today. I know we'll get to name the Farmer of the Year at lunch, and we'll have a few more things to say about that. I know Callie has been recognized, and to Chip and your team and what y'all do every single day. Congratulations, well deserved. Chip, thank you for what you and your team do every single day out here to promote agriculture, to promote our #1 industry. I know my good friend Zippy Duval is coming up in just a second. It is awesome to have somebody like him from our great state representing American Farm Bureau and being the voice on behalf of agriculture all across this country. And it's an honor to serve alongside folks like that who understand what it means to have the plow as your pencil. And as Dwight Eisenhower said, you know, farming's real easy when you're 1,000 miles away and your plow is a pencil. It is so true. But it's important and imperative upon us to get to know the person holding that pencil. Because when the person holding the pencil knows what it's like to hold a plow, it makes it real critical and more of a reality that we get the policies we need to allow our industry to succeed. Later this afternoon, I know I talked about this last night, but I look forward to taking on Commissioner Rick Pate and a representative, I think, from Florida on behalf of Wilton Simpson in a little cow milking contest. So if y'all don't have anything to do at 2 o'clock, y'all can, 2:30, he corrected me. At 2:30, y'all can come watch us milk some dairy cows this afternoon. We're going to have some good-natured fun. But anyway, welcome to Georgia. Welcome to the Sunbelt Expo. It's an honor to serve our state as the Commissioner of Agriculture. It's great to be here. God bless you. Y'all keep plowing. Thank you, Chip.
We're very blessed with our agricultural leadership in the great state of Georgia. Thank you, Commissioner Harper. Now it's an honor to introduce a true friend of the Sunbelt Expo and Georgia agriculture, American Farm Bureau President Zippy Duval. Thanks to Zippy for all you do to advocate for agriculture across this nation and abroad. Y'all, We are very fortunate to have this gentleman in Washington, D.C. amongst all the craziness. He's the common force to get things done behind the scenes in Washington, D.C. He is also the defending cow milking champion. And whoever wins between Commissioner Harper, Commissioner Pate, and Chris Denmark from Florida gets to go against the defending champion for the grand championship of Tuesday at Expo. Y'all give a great Sunbelt welcome to Zippy Duval, American Farm Bureau President.
Well, thank you, Chip, and thank you for all the hard work you and your staff have done to put this together, and thank y'all for being here this morning. Listen, it is an honor for this old Georgia boy, this old dairyman from North Georgia, to represent all the farmers and ranchers across this country. 6 million members across this country, 2,800 county farm bureaus. It has county farm bureau board members, probably like some of y'all are, all across this country. We're the only organization of all organizations that can touch every community in this country. And that's why we're so effective. Our grassroots are engaged making our policy, and it's my job to push them forward in Washington. And yes, it's a difficult place right now, but next Thursday, I will be in the White House speaking to the administration and possibly the president about what's going on your farms. So that's what this organization does for farmers and ranchers each and every day. I am honored to be able to come out here and see the technology. When I see the technology that's in front of us in agriculture, it gets me excited. It gets me excited. And we need for the young people of this country to see what they can capture in their lives and play a role in this great food system we have in this country. You know, I hear people criticize this food system. It is the most amazing food system in the world. In the world. We're one of the very few countries that can feed its people and others too. And need us not forget that our national security rests on the shoulders of our farmers and ranchers, because we are able to feed ourselves and our armies. National security, agriculture is a national security issue. So all the young people in here, there is a spot in agriculture for you. And there's a spot in our organization because we will train you how to take your voice and lift it up and be heard. So thank y'all for being here today. Thank you, Chip. I look forward to the milk off after a while. And I got about 30 years of dairying under my belt, so I got a little experience, but I'm a little rusty. It's been since last year, 2005, since I milked any cows, so I look forward to doing that. But you know, I travel this country, I tell everybody I see the best side of America, a way no one else has ever seen it, from farm door to farm door. And yes, we brag down here about Southern hospitality, and we should. Yes ma'am, no ma'am, come on in and eat supper with us. All that wonderful stuff that we experience down here. But I tell you, it's not Southern hospitality, it's farmer hospitality. Because they've invited me in their house and my wife in their houses all over this country. And they all have that same, I love you, I want to share with you, I'm here to help you, and they're always there to help their neighbors. So thank you for being the American farmer. If you're not proud to be the American farmer, you need to be. You need to be. I just spent 3 days with European, UK, and Canada and Mexico farmers. And you would not believe the horrible way they're being treated in their countries for being farmers. And I know we think we get treated bad sometimes. Not as bad as they are. But you know why? Because we as a farmer group, make sure that our voice comes together and we provide one united voice, and we provide leadership to put into policies that prevent us from going in the direction some of those other countries are. And we continue to fight that battle each and every day. So thank you for who you are and what you're doing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me the privilege to serve the greatest people in the world. And that's the grassroots of our neighborhoods that continue to grow the food and fiber for not only our country, but for a lot of the world. Farmers and ranchers live by this. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do in life, father, son, mother, daughter, friend, farmer, Farm Bureau leader, whatever you do in life, do it as though you were doing it for the Lord and not for man. And as long as we do that, farmers and ranchers, He will continue to bless us and our country as we move forward. Thank you, and God bless you.
Down at the country store, we say, that'll preach. Thank you, Zippy, for the wonderful job that you do leading American Farm Bureau. This young man behind me, Zeke Chapman, approached Becca and myself on the Expo team about doing 100% cotton Sunbelt Ag Expo t-shirts grown on the Darrell Williams Research Farm. Naturally, we jumped at the opportunity and are proud to be a part of the initiative. It's pretty dang cool to be selling 100% Expo cotton t-shirts this year. And the man who made things happen, Zeke Chapman, will now bring greetings.
Good morning, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming out, what we got going on here at the Expo. And we are proud, as Chip said, to take cotton that was grown on this research farm and turn it into these shirts he's holding right here. To be able to tell that story of how the seeds that Cody and the whole team planted, I guess that would have been spring of 22, and harvest last year around the time of Expo, and now turned into a shirt, is really awesome. To connect those dots and close that circle on the 1,500-mile journey that cotton takes after it leaves this farm to become this shirt. So we appreciate what agriculture means to all of us as a state and a country. We appreciate what it means to us as a business, and how we can take a commodity that all of you are involved in and add value to it and turn it into something that we can all be proud of. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Zeke, for having the vision to make this a reality. Now I'd like to make a special presentation to Commissioner Harper. Mr. Duval, we'll get on the other side. Jennifer, this one's yours. Make sure Zippy brings it to you.